Kamingaw man.
Tanda ko itong hand, ano? Tanda ko itong hand.
Long lay the world in sin in her pining till he appeared and the soul filled this world. A trail of hope, the weary world rejoices for yonder grace, and you and yours home. On your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night divine. And by the light of faith serenely beaming with glory, by His cradle is stand. So then by the light of stars sweetly gleaming, here comes the wise man from Orient land, the King of Kings, laid as a lowly manger in all our trials, born to be our friend. On your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was
Nagkantahon kasi Kaloy.
Nagtahon ko.
Nagkantahon kasi Kaloy.
Grada! Oh, may naging conductor sa una.
Nagkantahon si Kaloy.
Sa Bachelor.
Oh, no.
Sa Bachelor sa una.
Mister.
Pasko, 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 Pasko naman muli. Ikaraw natin pinagawi.
We now request everyone to please stand for the entrance of the mace with the Honorable Presiding Officer.
The 22nd regular session of the 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod is now called to order. We are requesting the Secretary for the roll call.
The attendance for today's regular session: the regular presiding officer, Honorable Eva Lorraine ESW, is present. Honorable Lea D. Revita is present. Honorable Meliton D. Lemos is present. Honorable Shara Isabel Uy Salazar is on special privilege leave. Honorable Renny Jem O. Kaasi is present. Honorable Agripino G. Kikilya Jr. is present. Honorable Rex Jasper R. Aala is present. Honorable Romeo L. Catayas is present. Honorable Catherine S. Elliott is present. Honorable Edmark O. Wakan is present. Honorable Arthur V. Ong Jr. is present. Honorable Datu Eric I. Perez is present. Honorable Ana Angela G. William is present. And Honorable Betuvinas Rubinos is present. Madam President, we have 14 members present for this quorum, Madam.
There being a quorum, this session is in order. Let us now proceed to the opening prayer to be led by Honorable Arthur V. Ong Jr., followed by the singing of the Pambansang Awit, panunumpa ng katapatan sa watawat ng Pilipinas, the recitation of the Councilor's Creed, and singing of the Tagum Mabuhay Ka March.
Let us put... Hello. Hello.
Kindly provide him another microphone.
Hello. Let us put ourselves in the presence of God and pray according to faith. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Almighty God, source of wisdom and truth, we come before you today with gratitude for the opportunity to serve. As we begin this session, we ask that you open our minds to clarity and our hearts to understanding, humility, and compassion. Guide us to speak with honesty, to listen with sincerity, and to act with integrity in all our deliberations. May our decisions be rooted in truthfulness to public service and a sincere devotion to the welfare of our people, especially to those whose voices are least heard. Grant us the courage to place the common good above personal interest, the wisdom to seek unity amid differences, and the resolve to uphold justice, accountability, and peace. May our work today honor the trust given to us and lead to outcomes that strengthen our community and promote the well-being of all. Grant us your peace and wisdom, not just today, but for always. All this we ask in your mighty name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang mag-ibig, kaya sa sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng bagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagkikinig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan, ang may di magkikinig, luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang inigaya ng pagkay mga aking, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Sa watawat ng Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatan nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas, at sa bansang kanyang sinasisa, na may banal, katarungan at kalayaan, na pinakilos ang sambayan ng Diyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. I am a Filipino consular, mandated by law to enact measures and ordinances that redound to the general welfare of my constituents in their pursuit for happiness, peace, and prosperity. I freely public service of myself as the guiding principle of my official act and as the clear pathways of the Lord administration. May the Almighty guide my mind and my heart
that I shall be true to my constituents and to the Philippines.
Sa lupain ng pangako ay may isang paraiso. Ang matatag at matatayog niyang mundo ay sagana sa saging at ginto. Mga bukid niya at mga parang at mga lumpia ang balayan. Saan nakuman kung iyong pagmamasdan ito'y larawan ng kasaganahan. Tagum mabuhay ka, nasa'yo ang bukas na walang kasing ganda. Tagum mabuhay ka, paraisong puno ng pag-asa. Ang lahat niyang nasasakupan, nagmamahal sa kapayapaan, nagkakaisa lahat at nagtutulungan patungo sa biging kaunlaran. Di magtatagal maaabot din lahat ng pinapangarap natin. Kapit kamay lahat ay ating harapin, ang tuktok ay kaya nating abutin. Tagum mabuhay ka, nasa'yo ang bukas na walang kasing ganda. Tagum mabuhay ka, paraisong puno ng pag-asa. Tagum mabuhay ka, nasa'yo ang bukas na walang kasing ganda. Tagum mabuhay ka, paraisong puno ng pag-asa. Paraisong puno ng pag-asa.
Please seated. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Let us now proceed to the reading and consideration of the minutes and journal of proceedings of the 21st regular session on December 9. What is the pleasure of Councilor Revita?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since copy has been distributed in advance to this August body, I move to dispense with the reading of the minutes of the 21st regular session conducted last December 8, 2025. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Aala, Ong, and Tayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is hereby dispensed with.
I move for the adoption, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Catayas, Rillion, and Kaasi. Is there any discussion, any amendment, any objection? There being none, therefore, the minutes of the 21st regular session held on December 9, 2025, consisting of 57 pages, is hereby adopted. Proceed to the Journal of Proceedings.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In the same manner, since copy has been distributed in advance to this August body, I move to dispense with the reading of the Journal of Proceedings of the 21st regular session last December 8, 2025, consisting of 23 pages.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Aala and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of the full text of the Journal of Proceedings is dispensed with.
I move for the adoption, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Eliot, Aala, and Catayas, also Rillion. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, the Journal of Proceedings of the 21st regular session held on December 15, 2025, consisting of 23 pages, is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to the next order of business. The privilege are any member who would like to avail of the privilege. Yes, Councilor Ong is recognized.
Good afternoon, Madam Presiding Officer. Madam Presiding Officer, distinguished colleagues, guests,
mga amigo, Tagumeños, maayong hapon. I rise today on a matter of public concern that greatly affects the daily lives of our constituents. The delay in the construction of the ongoing road repair works, which causes heavy traffic, inconvenience, and growing frustrations among Tagumeños. I also rise today as the chairman of the Committee of Tourism, the Committee of Economic Enterprises, and the Committee of Trade, Commerce, and Industries. We all know that as we approach the peak of the holiday season, it translates to a period when our local entrepreneurs can enjoy stronger sales. Our city welcomes increased tourist arrivals, and our people benefit from a boost in local livelihood. However, we are confronted with this issue that threatens to undermine these opportunities. What was supposed to be a development intended to improve mobility and bring economic benefit has instead become a daily burden. Each day, we see long lines of vehicles, extended travel times, and productivity wasted on the road. What is even more troubling is the visible lack of manpower on these construction sites. At any given time, only a few workers are present, far fewer than what is necessary to meet the project timeline. Tagumeños are now asking, nganong gibakbak naman pud na nga bag-o ra man na naayo? Nganong karon man na gisugdan? Kanus-a naman pud na mahuman? And where is the contractor's commitment to finish the work on time? I, myself, share the same questions. And the answer I got from one of the foremen of those projects is, naaman a completion date, sir. Pero ma-extend pa man gihapon na. In that moment, I felt anger. Anger because it seemed to me that they take these things lightly and without remorse in relation to the inconvenience and the effects of the delayed projects. As representatives of the people, we must demand clear answers. We must know, what is the contractor's actual plan and target timeline for completion? Why is there insufficient manpower? What penalties or remedies are in place if the contractor continues to fall short of its obligations? Our people deserve transparency. They deserve accountability. Most importantly, they deserve immediate action. I therefore call on all the concerned agencies to help us, Tagumeños, to understand and to answer our questions and concerns regarding these projects. They must ensure that work is done with adequate manpower so that projects can be completed within the timeline provided. Infrastructure is meant to improve lives, not disrupt them. Let us remind those responsible that public funds are being used, and delays are not just technical issues. They are acts of neglect that cost our people time, money, and peace of mind. With that, Madam Presiding Officer, I urge immediate action and oversight to these concerns. Our constituents deserve nothing less. Daghang salamat sa inyong tanan, maayong hapon, ug tagum, mabuhay ka.
Thank you for that privilege. Any interpellations? None. Any other member? Yes, Councilor Aala is recognized.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In addition with Honorable Uluyong, I would like also to address Honorable Chair that during night time, there are no warning device that supposedly LED lights because it will create accident from the motorist, Honorable Chair. So maybe it would be better if we have time, we will call all the stakeholders of the said contractors, Honorable Chair, to formally ask them, Honorable Chair. That's all.
Okay, so kindly put that into a formal motion, Councilor Aala.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I move that the concerning contractors of the national highways will be called for this coming next January, Honorable Chair. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Okay, so yes,
discussion
Councilor Coquilla, there's a motion.
It's a discussion of the motion.
Any second? Second to the motion, second by Councilor Rillion and Ong. Yes, for discussion,
Discussion,
Councilor
Madam
Coquilla.
Chair. Madam Chair, all projects, Madam Chair, we cannot demand from the contractor because the contractor are all liable for the DPWH project. So, meaning to say that we need to inquire from DPWH on the status of the project of the contractor because only the DPWH personnel have the power to sanction contractors. So for this case, Madam Chair, it's high time for the Sangguniang to invite DPWH personnel from DPWH district office to appear before the council on that would be again be of the preference of the Sangguniang, be it on the committee level or during the question hour. So with this, it's more appropriate for the Sangguniang to address this matter to DPWH district office.
Okay. The chair declares for a few minutes recess. Kuha na lang.
Motion, Madam Chair, to invite the contractor.
Yes,
And
Councilor.
I move for the amendment that the invitation will extend to the contractor and DPWH personnel. So move.
Okay. So, seconded by Councilor Revita. And is there any objection to the amendment? Amendment to the amendment, objection to the amendment, there being none. Therefore, the invitation will be for the contractor and DPWH personnel. Yes, Councilor Wakan.
Madam Presiding Officer, may I also introduce amendments to also the DPWH officials and the contractors to bring the necessary documents concerning the specific project.
Very well. So, to request also the necessary, the DPWH and the contractors to bring the necessary documents. So, that would be for the Secretary to inform them through correspondence. And this will be on January 5, 2026, our first session. So the invitation will be sent early so that they will be able to attend. Okay, so some more? So, since the amendment to the amendment has been approved, so some more amendments, there being none. So back to the main motion as amended. There being no objection, that is hereby approved. Okay. So some more members would like to avail of the privilege. There being none, let us now proceed to the question hour. We actually do not have an invited guest, but however, we have an addendum. So I think the guests are in the plenary. So in the addendum is this is Thrive, and this will be referred to the Committee on Science and Law. So, since we have our guest here, might as well entertain them or let us give them time during the question hour so that the members will be able to ask questions pertaining to this matter under addendum because this is for urgent action. So, who is the committee chairperson on Science and Technology?
Absent.
It's not around.
The laws will take.
So, the committee chairperson on laws, Councilor Wakan, please make the necessary motion for the suspension of rules.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the suspension of the rules.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilors Cuquilla, Aala, Eliot, and Rillion. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members present are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore rules are now suspended. Okay, so we are requesting our guest. Nanduhan. We have Engineer Franz Gregory Nylon. Do you have companions? Okay, so kindly, since I do not have their name, kindly call them na lang, recognize them na lang, sir.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. So, again, my name is Franz Garganailan, the project leader of Tagum Hub for Research, Innovation, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship, or THRIVE. Together with me is our Provincial Director of UST, PSTO, Engineer Judy Donna Nevesia, also with two of her staff. So, yeah, that's it. So,
Okay. So, Councilor Wakan.
Can you first, Sir Engineer Franz, to give a elaboration on this specific MOA under proposal?
thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, Madam Presiding Officer, and all the members of the City Council. So, allow me to share to you our project, Thrive, or Tagum Hub for Research, Innovation, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship. This is under the program of the DST, which is Smart and Sustainable Cities and Communities program. So, first of all, I would like to apologize because it is tagas urgent because of this is it compliance to the timeline of the regional office. So, really have to to cater their set deadline. So this project is to be implemented by our office, Tagum City Business Incentive Center, and Department of Science and Technology, with three cooperating agencies: the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, the DICT, and the TTI. So next slide, please. So Tagum is rapidly urbanizing with strong potential for science, technology, and innovation-driven growth. And creativity are abundant, but innovation facilities and support systems are limited. So if you've seen earlier during the recognition, a lot of inventors, young inventors were recognized as winners of the Regional Science and Technology Fair. So one of their invention is na dala sa national actually is a tool to detect sepsis or septic shock. So this is we really have seen that our young innovators and MSMEs have really the talent for innovation. However, we lack the necessary support system and the tool or the facilities. So Thrive provides a centralized hub for ideation, research, prototyping, digital learning, entrepreneurship, and collaboration. So this aligns with Republic Act 11293 or the Philippine Innovation Act, as well as the Philippine Development Plan 2023-2028. Next slide, please. So the objective of this project is to build a city-level innovation ecosystem that empowers youth, MSMEs, startups, women, and community innovators through research and ideation support, digital and technical skills training, startup development, quadruplex helix partnership, and sustainable innovation governance. Next slide, please. So these are the specific objectives: to establish an innovation training and ideation area, train 150 individuals on design thinking, digital tools, and innovation, support 10 startup concepts and prototypes, strengthen partnership among LGU, academe, industry, and community, and institutionalize innovation programs into LGU plans. So there are 3 phases for this project. Phase 1 is the establishment. So first is we have is the renovation and hub setup, the procurement of the ICT, prototyping tools, development of operational manual. For phase 2 is the capacity development, wherein we train our beneficiaries on innovation and digital skills. Also, we'll also be organizing boot camps, hackathons, and mentoring sessions, and also startup incubation. And the last phase is knowledge sharing and monitoring and evaluation, in which we document and do reports, recommend policies, and stakeholder evaluation. So there are four technical approach for this project. First is the human-centered design, the evidence-based monitoring, the quadruple helix engagement, LGU, academe, industry, and community, and financial safeguards and risk mitigation. So this is this is not updated. The budget summary is for the total project cost is actually more than 1 million. Forget the total na. But the ST will be downloading 600,000 pesos to the LGU, no, for the procurement of ICT tools for prototyping. So major expenses include ICT equipment, training, prototyping machines, and other operational costs. So for the expected output, so there are 6 P's, no. First P is a product. So we're expected to develop 10 innovation prototypes. For people, we're expected to train 150 individuals. For partnership, 4 institutional partnerships. For policy, innovation integrated into LGU plans. Publication includes training modules, case studies, and for patent or IP, at least 1 prototype ready for IP filing. So other expected outcomes includes fully functional Thrive Innovation Hub, a strengthened local startup ecosystem, CTA integrated into DOST DTI IIC network, improve innovation governance, and enhance research and prototyping capacity. So potential impacts includes for the economic, job creation in innovation sector, strengthen MSMEs and local enterprises, improve competitiveness and productivity. For social, increase youth, women, and grassroots participation, inclusive innovation addressing local challenges, and empowered communities through science, technology, and innovation. So here are our target beneficiaries: students and youth innovators, MSME owners and startup founders, women entrepreneurs, and academe, government, and community partners. So for our sustainability plan, we would integrate this to our LGU AIP, or annual investment plan. Also, would like to make it a revenue generating activity. Revenue generating, for example, includes training fees, space rental, since it will be similar to a co-working space, partnerships with DOST, DICT, DTI, and other higher education institutions, multi-year expansion into broader innovation programs, and institutionalizing this into through a local ordinance. So for the risk management, so we have identified these 5 key risks that includes procurement delays, low participant turnout, skills gap in prototyping development, MOA signing delays, post-project sustainability. So our mitigation includes early procurement, wider promotion, technical mentorship, early MOA drafting, and LGU funding integration plus revenue model. So we have 5 objectives, no? I think this is attached, no, sa MOA. So hub setup is our first objective. Trainings, her second objective for quarter 2 and quarter 3. Development of prototypes in quarter 3. Partnerships in quarter 4. Sustainability and policy integration in the 4th quarter. So conclusion, Thrive will become the foundation for Tagum City's innovation ecosystem, a hub that empowers people, supports startup, strengthens partnership, and drives smart and sustainable development for the future. So, thank you. So, this underwent actually a series of evaluations. So, as a project leader, I had to defend this as well in a panel, no? before a panel. No? So, fortunately, we're able to defend successfully and nakapasata, and hopefully the MOA will be signed, or RESO will be available before December 19. So that's the deadline actually of the regional office. So with me here also is our PD. So if you have questions, I think this is right, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Wakan.
Thank you, Madam President. I only have a few questions. Actually, I have 4 points to raise, Engineer Franz. Under Section 4, Paragraph 4 of the MOA, the DOST Region 11 shall disburse the 600,000 pesos. Also, on the second paragraph, DOST shall be responsible for the management, utilization of the 573,000. So that's a total of the 1.173 that DOST will be granting to the city government of Tagum, correct?
Yes, yes po.
And let me point out to you the Section 8, the project liquidation. Why is it that the LGU of Tagum City will be the one to liquidate the grant funds of DOST while they are the one who will disburse, and they are also the ones responsible to manage, utilize, and account? So how come that the responsibility to liquidate is lodged on the city government of Tagum? And let me proceed na lang po for you to answer in all. Second, under project, the paragraph 5, second paragraph, the UST reserves the right to discontinue the project at any time. So, etc. So this is a very onerous provision. No? Why is it na dili pwede mutual agreement on the part of the parties? And also, as to the venue of actions, it's only reserved to Davao City only, why not Tagum City? So those are the 4 points that I would like to raise, and I would like to hear any answers with regards to my questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. So, Ma'am Bodona will be answering some of the questions po.
Thank you very much for the question, Councilor Wakan. Madam Chair, for the information of this August body, this is already the third time that we are giving a grant in aid for the local government of Tagum City. The first was the community empowerment through science and technology that was worth 100,000 for the beekeepers here in Tagum City. The second is the artificial coral reef in Tagum City that's worth 210,000. And now, hopefully, it will be approved by this August body that is worth 600,000. Of course, our gratitude in behalf of our regional director, Dr. Anthony C. Sales, for giving us countless opportunities to be a partner of these local government units. We have so many successes with the local government units. That's why in our own small ways, year in and year out, we really are partnering with this local government unit simply because whenever we partner with the local government unit of Tagum City, it is really your success because of the commitment and dedication of the employees, the project focals, and of course the leaderships of this government, of this local government. Now, for the question on the liquidation, the 600,000 pesos will be disbursed to the local government unit. That means that through an ADA, advice to debit account, the 600,000 pesos will be transferred to the account of the local government unit of Tagum City. It is a process mandated by the Commission on Audit that the receiving institutions such as the local government of Tagum City should liquidate the amount being disbursed. So the 600,000 pesos po, attorney. And then on the question on the 500 pesos, the liquidation will be done together with the LGU, but then the documentation for the 500,000 pesos lays on the Department of Science and Technology Region 11. The documents that will be provided by the Tagum City will not be of the 600,000. So those two documents will be merged, or will form part on the set of documents for liquidation. So yun po, Madam Chair. And then on the inquiry on the venue, if ever there will be dispute, that's Davao City, because our office, the regional office, is in Davao City, and our principal signatory is our regional director. But if this August body would request that the venue should be in Tagum City, we will request that it would be put into writing for the approval or for the concurrence of our regional director. Most of the time po, all of our MOA, the venue is really in Davao City because our regional office is in Davao City. And then the last question was about a section. Come again, may I ask po, Attorney Wakan, section...
Section 5, paragraph 2.
Section 5, paragraph 2. Section 5, paragraph 2. The UST 11 reserves the right to discontinue the project at any time for violation of this agreement. The project terms and conditions, or upon determining the results obtained, do not justify further activity. This provision, Attorney or Madam Chair, is a template coming from the regional office, and is also reviewed by our legal team. But if this August body finds it not acceptable, we will also relay the same for it to be revised. But we would be also requesting a formal document requesting the revision of such provision. Thank you very much. Madam Chair, may I ask if there are still other questions or inquiries that I haven't answered?
If we will formally request for the revision of those, I will stick with the two last, as to the reservation and as to the venue of actions. Can we beat the deadline on December 19?
If the local government or if the office of Sir Francis can make the letter like tomorrow in the morning, then it's possible. But if it would pass tomorrow, the deadline, we might be short of time. So, but if this office of the office of Sir Francis can like, or whoever is what office is authorized to submit the letter, if they can, we can have it tomorrow in the morning, then we'll fast track the revision of the MOA.
Thank you.
And we will also in advance message our regional director on these such concerns. But also hold my reservations, Attorney and Madam Chair. This is also subject to his approval.
Thank you for that answer, ma'am, for that very honest answer. Yes, Councilor Coquilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ma'am, this is intended only for the 10 prototype projects. May we know if we can extend this one to other types of projects, or we will be choosing from among those proposals that would be subject for the facilitation and or support from the local government.
Okay. These proposals bears the minimum deliverables. It was the Office of Sir
Meaning to say,
Franco.
this is, you come up with the calculations that this is intended for the 10 innovative projects.
Yes, Councilor Coquilla and Madam Chair. Based on the calculations of the Office of Sir Franz, actually this proposal was submitted by the local government unit of Tagum City. So based on their estimates, that was being vetted to the Regional Technical Evaluation Committee and it passed. But then if there will be like an offshoot of this proposal, the minimum deliverable should be
10.
yes, the 10 minimum deliverables should be complied first, and then
Before
if there would be
extension.
yes, if there would be a parabang additional accomplishments out of this proposal, then that would be a plus for LGU Tagum City, and maybe a plus points for succeeding partnerships with the OST.
So thank you for that. And on this particular project, ma'am, back to the budgetary requirements, because we believe that the year ends will be
December.
For this term will be December. And may we know this was requested for urgency because the fund is intended to be consummated with this same year, 2025.
No. Thank you very much for the inquiry, Councilor. The funds actually is programmed for 2026, but we have some, well, to be honest, we have some observations that's the same with other government agencies, that the project cannot start without a MOA. So we cannot start the project on January 1 without a memorandum. Yes.
So,
that's why
this is the
it is
preparatory steps before the handover of that.
Because we are aiming that by January, the project will kick off. So that so this is really a requirement that we have to have this memorandum of agreement signed within this December, so that the project will commence immediately on January 2026.
Another concern, Madam Chair, Madam Presiding Officer, on LGUs that are the beneficiaries. What are those LGUs that benefits this type of project on Davao region?
Okay. For Davao del Norte, this is the second innovation hub. But then the first model is based in a state college, in Davao del Norte State College, Panabo. Here in Davao del Norte, this will be the second model, that it will be stationed in a local government setting.
So
this is the first
it was already started in Davao del Norte State College, correct?
Yes, but then...
And may we know what are those experiences they encountered, the challenges encountered, so that we will be addressing it as early as today.
Okay. Thank you very much for the inquiry, no? Kung sa Bisaya pa, nakalabaw lang ang Davao del Norte State College og half shot. It is also in a gestating period. That means that they have just received the amount. Nagbenta lang po tayo, difference lang of a matter of months. But then, as to the results, wala pa po. Parang murag gadungan, but then in terms of releasing of funds, nauna ang Davao del Norte State College, and then the second will be the local government of Tagum City. So this is what we are looking at. What will be the progress if a local government manages an innovation hub versus a state college or a higher education institution. And also, if I still have time, let me also impress to the August body that our target will be that each local government or each municipality or city here in Davao del Norte and in the region as a whole should have at least one innovation hub. So, yun po. So, for Panabo City, it's already counted yung nasa Davao del Norte State College. Then the second is LGU. And then every year, if we still have funds, we have sponsors, then we will add. Yes po, thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay. Okay, so yes, Councilor Ong. Please be reminded we have another set of guests because we have another urgent action.
Just quick, Madam Presiding Officer. Ma'am, just for information, upon the approval of the Sangguniang to authorize the Mayor Ray Tiuy to sign the MOA on behalf of the city, how long will it take for the DOST to transfer the amount of 600,000 to start the procurement of the equipments needed for the success of the project?
Okay. One condition is that these local governments should have no unliquidated funds granted in the previous project under the OST. So for now, it's already liquidated. And then if there will be on January, if there will be an advice coming from the DBM, because this amount is already in the NEP, then if there will be already an advice, then that would really start on January, sir. Oh.
So, pas-pas naman ang...
Pas-pas. Usually, sir, the process is, sir, yung may previous nga project sa certain nga institution. But if there are no unliquidated funds, the process would be faster. And if all the documents are satisfied. As of the moment, the one that they are asking is this memorandum of agreement for the release of funds.
Thank you, ma'am. That's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you very much. So, some more questions from the members? Okay, from the chair, one is addressed to Engineer Franz. In the Annex A of the MOA, the Annex A is an integral part of the MOA. There is an LGU counterpart which amounts to more or less 781,440 pesos. So do we have funds for this? Do we have funds allocated for this?
Yes, Madam Chair. We have funds for that, specifically for the procurement of fixtures for the air conditioning system. Although we have negotiated that we can have existing air conditioning system, we can transfer it. We just have a value. We just evaluated the cost of that air conditioning system. So we don't. Some of that we don't have to procure it, but nilagyan lang namin ng value yung ibang existing na mga equipment and appliances, Madam Chair. So just estimated na mga values.
Okay, well, there's an allocation for PS, so that is for personal services.
Yes,
right?
Madam Chair.
Amounting to 126,720. So do we have a person in charge?
Yes, Madam Chair. So we're actually looking at a job order, no, to support the program. So he or she will be stationed, no, sa Thrive, sa Innovation Hub, which will be at the Energy Park. So there's already a location. So we just have to procure na the items so that we can really kick off the program. So one will be stationed there to support beneficiaries, whether students, innovators, or MSMEs.
Okay, thank you. So, any more question? Yes, Councilor Aala.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Sir, since you have already clarified that there is a budget, may we request that you're going to provide us the certification from the budget office that there's a certain budget for this project? Okay.
Yes, we can request that, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. So, do we, any more wants to ask questions? There being none, so thank you very much to our guests. Thank you for coming and for enlightening us about this memorandum of agreement. And so, the chair declares for a few minutes recess. Salamat. Okay, so we have another guest this is for item number 9, pertaining to the deed of donation and acceptance for one set of Samsung A7 Lite tablet from DICT for the use of the City Health Office. So we have Sir Nichols Briones. So, Attorney Wakan. Item number 9, deed of donation. Naka-suspend pa ta.
Madam President, I move
We
for
are
the
still under-
suspension
we
of
are
the
un-
rules.
We are still under suspended rules. Okay. Proceed, Councilor Wakan.
Madam President, we are still under suspended rules, so may we ask our invited guest, Mr. Sir Nichols Briones, to occupy it's not the witness stand, but the rostrum to further elaborate and give introduction as to the measure at hand. Thank you.
Okay, proceed.
Hello, good morning, Honorable Vice Mayor and distinguished councilors. We endorsed for SP approval the resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray Tioy, to sign for and on behalf of the City Government of Tagum the deed of donation and acceptance for one set of Samsung A7 Lite tablet from the Department of Information and Communications Technology. This will be for the use of our City Health. Actually, this is 3, but ang duha, direkta na sa barangay. So this one is intended for our City Health Office. This deed of donation and acceptance is for the records of DICT that they need the mayor to sign. That's why we presented it to the SP for approval and the authority for the mayor to sign the deed of the DODA, the deed of donation and acceptance.
Any questions from the members? Councilor Coquilla?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Since we will be accepting through this donation, may we know on the valuation or how much will this Samsung unit valued as, so that would be put as there will be evaluation of the facility. May we know how much is the value?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Wala man sila naghatag o amount sa ilahang, kasi this is a ilahaning format, Mr. Chair, ang DODA, and then we just presented it to the SP. But reviewing it, wala sila i-specify na amount as to the value of the item. What is only indicated here is that it is a Samsung A7 Lite with a storage capacity of 32 gig na RAM, ROM, and 2 gig na RAM, together with a keyboard and a case.
So if, because you are familiar with all, Madam Chair, our guest is familiar with all the gadgets, maybe know your estimation, if you have to procure this tablet. Because we need to know the amount, because that would be to be recorded as part of the asset of the city government. So we need to record it based on the, this unit will be recorded through the city accounting office and course through to the city general services office. So those that will handle this one from the city health office will be held liable in the event that there would be a loss, disconnect, or damages. So the reference is the amount. So maybe in your estimation.
Wait, Mr. Chair, can I look at my cell phone?
And again, Madam Chair, just for another concern, so that you will be preparing for the answer, is on what particular application that will be used, how helpful is this unit to the City Health Office?
With that, Mr. Chair, actually, to be honest, this device was intended for the COVID rollout. It was supposed to be used for the data gathering of the patients that have already taken the vaccine. I think the ICT rolled out a system for the monitoring of the vaccination of our constituents. But since it arrived late and COVID is already, we're already done with the COVID area, they still have the inventory. So now, to liquidate, they are now transferring it to us. But we already checked it. It is still working. And for the future use of this tablet, we are implementing a lot of online systems now for our City Health Office. This will be very useful, especially on our service caravans. Na right now, medyo kulang-kulang yun atong mga laptops nga ginadala sa atong CHO for patient recording and monitoring. Even though this is just one, but it will be a very big help for the use of our field workers in the service caravan. For the price, actually, at this time, this is already end of life na unit. But during that time, ang price ani niya is around 16,990, Mr. Chair. Way back COVID time. Pero karon, honestly, this is already EOL, end of life. There is no more production of this type of model. Anak kadugay.
Chair.
Yes, Councilor Quillo.
Since your office recommended to the office of the mayor that this would be an urgent matter, is it correct?
Yes, Mr. Chair, because the ICT is requesting that we receive it this year because they're already liquidating it. And we have to receive it before the end of this year for their...
Okay, so meaning to say, this could be, again, deferred for deliberation approval for today's session, and we can leave, we will be referring this on the, or we will be calendaring this one on the 18th of December, because we will have our last session for the 18th of December. Are you amenable for deferring this one for today's deliberation to the plenary, pending result on the evaluation of the unit?
Okay.
Because we need to have the amount, the acquisition cost, so that would be to be placed in
Okay, Mr. Chair.
our asset, part of the asset of the
Yes,
city.
Mr. Chair. It's okay.
Thank you.
Because according to the request of the ICT, as long as it will be received within the year, it will be fine. So I think December 18 will be fine, Mr. Chair.
So, any more questions? None? So, thank you very much, Sir Briones, for your time. Okay, so with this, the chair declares a few minutes recess. Intermission sa ta?
Here today to celebrate the Christmas spirit with all of you. Our advocacy is for community service and also working for community service with the youth. So thank you for letting us be here with you today to entertain you and to bring light for the holiday season. And once again, we hope you enjoy the music. And if you would love to share something to help our cause, which is reaching out to the community with free music lessons for low-income kids, we hope you can and support us. So once again, happy holidays from ABB Music. Thank you.
what is your pleasure? The Committee Chairperson on Laws, Attorney Edmark Wakan.
Madam President, I move for the restoration of the rules.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilor Coquilla. Rules are now restored. Let us now proceed to the reading and referral of proposed measures.
Madam President, for all measures on first reading, items under ordinances, we have draft City Ordinance number 100, Series of 2025, an ordinance amending Section 4 of City Ordinance number 823, Series of 2017, entitled An Ordinance Establishing a Cash Assistance Fund to all barangay officials in the City of Tagum in cases of sickness, accidents, hospitalization, and death. Authorized Councilor Rubinos.
Ordinance number 1 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Under letters and communications, number 1, letter dated December 4, coming from Honorable John Lloyd J. Igona, SK Chairperson of Barangay San Miguel. This pertains to the annual budget for calendar year 2026 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay San Miguel in the amount of 3,256,400 pesos.
Item number 1 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, Youth and Sports Development, and Barangay Affairs.
Number 2, Madam President, letter dated October 27, coming from Honorable Catherine D. Ballesteros, the Punong Barangay of Dibuganon, pertaining to Barangay Ordinance number 2, Series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Dibuganon, entitled An Ordinance Creating the Barangay Educational Scholarship Program or BESPRO of Barangay Dibuganon, Tagum City, for deserving learners, providing regulations and appropriating funds thereof.
Item number 2 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Education, and Laws. Can you read the number only?
Yes, ma'am.
Because we have 15 referrals.
Next, Madam Chair, we have item number 3, under letters and communications.
Item number 3 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Finance, Budget, and Appropriations, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Next is item number 4.
Item number 4 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Environmental Protection and Ecology, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Next, item number 5.
Item number 5 is referred to the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Item number 6, Madam Chair.
Item number 6 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Agriculture and Food, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Item number 7.
Item number 7 is referred to the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization.
Next, item number 8.
Item number 8 is referred to the Committee on Education.
Next, item number 9.
Item number 9 is referred to the Committee on Science and Technology, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, and this is for urgent action.
Item number 10, letters A and B.
Item number 10, letters A and B, are both referred to the Committee on Disaster and Risk Reduction.
Number 11, Madam Chair.
Item number 11 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Education, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Item number 12.
Item number 12 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 13, letters A and B.
Item number 13, A and B, both are referred to the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges.
Number 14.
Number 14 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Number 15, Madam Chair.
And number 15 is referred to the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget, and Appropriations.
Also, the item under addendum, Madam Chair.
The addendum is referred to the Committee on Science and Technology, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges. Okay, so let us now proceed to the next order of business. The committee reports. First to report is from the Committee on Health.
Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Kaasi, the Vice Chairperson, is recognized.
In behalf of the Committee on Health, this is to render committee report number 5, series of 2025 on the Committee on Health, held last December 10, 2025 at 9 a.m. here at SP Session Hall with one subject matter, the 20th regular session, letter number 3, LHB Resolution number 23, series of 2025. This is the Local Nutrition Action Plan of the City Government of Tagum for calendar years 2026 to 2028.
Since all members were already given this, we've already furnished this copy of this committee, I move to dispense with the reading of the committee report, Madam
Moved
Chair.
by Councilor Caasi, seconded by Councilor Coquilla, Rillion, and Diliot. There being no objection, therefore the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore committee report number 5 submitted by the Committee on Health is hereby adopted. Next committee report, Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On behalf of the three committees, the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, and the Committee on Youth and Sports, and the Committee on Barangay Affairs, allow me to present this Joint Committee Report number 7, Series 2025. This was conducted last December 11, 2025 at 11:05 in the morning with the subject matter. This is in relation to the annual budget of for calendar year 2026 of Sangguniang Kabataan ug Magugpo Poblasyon. Considering that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod has a copy of this Joint Committee Report number 7, Series 2025, and therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Iliot and Revita. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report number 7 submitted by the Committees on Finance, Budget and Appropriations, Youth and Sports Development, and Barangay Affairs is hereby adopted. Proceed.
Another, Madam Chair. Again, on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance and Committee on Barangay Affairs, allow me to present this Joint Committee Report number 8, Series 2025. This was conducted last December 11 at 10 a.m. in the SP Session Hall with the subject matter. There are two subject matter. One, the Sangguniang Barangay Magugpo South annual budget for calendar year 2026. And also for item number 2, the Sangguniang Barangay annual budget of Barangay Magugpo West of this city. Again, Madam Chair, considering that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod has a copy of this Joint Committee Report number 8, Series 2025, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Iliot. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla. Is there any discussion, amendment, or objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report number 8, submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriations and Barangay Affairs is hereby adopted.
Another, Madam Chair.
Proceed.
This is, again, on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance. Allow me to present this Committee Report number 10, Series 2025. This was conducted last December 11, 2025 at 11:15 in the morning. And the subject matter being deliberated by the committee was that of the supplemental budget number 5 for calendar year 2025 of the city of Tagum, involving the total appropriation of 12,850,340 pesos and 95 centavos only. Again, Madam Chair, members of the 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod, including the presiding officer, were furnished with the copy of this Joint Committee Report number 10, Series 2025. I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text. Dispensation of the full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Caasi, Revita, and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for its adoption.
Is there any discussion, amendment, or objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report number 10, submitted by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation is hereby adopted. Next committee report from the Committee on Gender. Councilor Revita is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Joint Committee Report number 1, Series of 2025, submitted by the Committee on Gender Equality and Development, Children and Family Welfare and Social Services, and Committee on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, held at SP Session Hall last at 9:30 a.m. with the subject matter, Resolution Number 232, Series of 2025, a resolution congratulating Ms. Maricel Sipares of Porok Buli, Visayan Village, Tagum City, for being awarded as the 2024 Regional Outstanding Barangay Nutrition Scholar. Madam Chair, since copy of the Joint Committee Report Number 4 has been distributed in advance to this august body, I move to dispense with the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilor Rillion and Catayas. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Madam Chair.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 4, submitted by the Committees on Gender Equality and Development, Children, Family Welfare and Social Services, and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges is hereby adopted. Next committee report, yes, Councilor Rillion is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Submitting to you the Joint Committee Report Number 5 Series of 2025, submitted by the Committees on Youth and Sports Development, Finance, Budget and Appropriation, and on Barangay Affairs with the following subject matter. From the 20th Regular Session, Letter Referral Number 1, letter dated November 20, 2025, from Honorable Alan B. Monque, SK Chairperson of Barangay Madaum, addressed to Honorable Eva Lorraine E. Estabilio, City Vice Mayor, through Mr. Ray A. Buhion, Secretary to the Sangguniang, duly received by the Office of the Secretary to the Sangguniang on November 25, 2025, the herein Supplemental Budget Number 2 for calendar year 2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum in the amount of 109,775 pesos and 80 centavos for appropriate action. Madam Presiding Officer, since all members have been given a copy of the said measure, therefore I move to dispense with the reading of the said text, Madam Chair.
Moved by our SK Federation President, seconded by Councilor Coquilla. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Madam Chair, I move for its adoption.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 5, submitted by the Committee on Youth and Sports Development, Finance, Budget and Appropriations, and Barangay Affairs is hereby adopted. Next committee report, our ABC Liga ng Barangay President is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. This is Joint Committee Report Number 10, Series of 2025, submitted by the Committee on Barangay Affairs, together with the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, dated December 10, 2025, with the subject matter. Supplemental Budget Number 3, Series of Supplemental Budget Number 3 for calendar year 2025 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Busaon in the amount of 17,000 pesos only for appropriate action. Considering that all members has a copy of this committee report, I move to dispense with this reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by our Liga ng Barangay President, Honorable Bitubin Rubino, seconded by Councilors Ong, Aala, Catayas, and Rillion. There being no objection, therefore the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Madam Presiding Officer.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report Number 10, submitted by the Committee on Barangay Affairs and Finance, Budget and Appropriations is hereby adopted. Next committee report, Councilor Kaasi is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This is to render Joint Committee Report Number 12, Series of 2025 by the Committee on Housing and Land Utilizations and on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges on December 11, 2025, 10:15 a.m. here at SP Session Hall, with one subject matter, the extrajudicial settlement of estate with absolute deed of donation for the road right-of-way both are located at Barangay Mangkilam, Tagum City, in favor of City Government of Tagum with the following donors: Heirs of Remedios C. Espiritu et al. And Herminia Q. VDA D. Sensano et al. I move to dispense with the reading of its full text, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Caasi, duly seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption.
Moved by Councilor Caasi. Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report number 12, submitted by the Committee on Housing and Land Utilization and on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges is hereby adopted. Last committee report.
Another committee report, Madam Chair. This is to render Joint Committee Report number 7, Series of 2025, by the Committee on Agriculture and Food and on Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges last December 11, 2025 at 11:38 a.m. here at SP Session Hall with two subject matters. First is the ordinance establishing the Coastal Greenbelt Zones, adopting a local coastal greenbelt management action plan here in City of Tagum. Next is the draft city ordinance institutionalizing the community-based training on slaughter operations here at the City of Tagum, determining its implementing guidelines, providing funds thereof, and other purposes for appropriate action. This, Madam Chair, I move to dispense to the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Caasi, seconded by Councilor Revita and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for its adoption, Madam Chair.
Is there any discussion, amendment, objection? There being none, therefore, Joint Committee Report number 7, submitted by the Committees on Agriculture and Food and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to the next order of business, the calendar of business. What is the pleasure of our committee chairperson and Laws, Rules, Regulations, and Privileges, Attorney Edmark Wakan?
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move for the adoption of the calendar of business as stated in the notice of the 22nd regular session dated December 15, 2025.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, duly seconded by Councilors Rillion, Caasi, and Revita. Is there any discussion, amendment, Councilor Coquilla?
Thank you, Madam Chair. May we request the Secretary to the Sangguniang for allocation of resolution number?
Madam President, that would be resolution number 379.
Thank you. Madam Chair, as recommended by conditional recommendation from the Joint Committee, Report number 6, Series 2025 by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation and the Committee on Barangay Affairs, last November 26, 2025, I move for inclusion under an assigned business, draft resolution number 379, Series 2025, with the title, A Resolution Confirming the Annual Budget for Calendar Year 2026 of Barangay Nueva Fersa, Tagum City, amounting to 6,741,000 pesos only. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Revita and Ong. There being no objection, the resolution number 379 is included under an assigned business.
Again, Madam Chair, this is also a result of or an option of the Joint Committee Report number 6, Series 2025, that recommends, conditionally recommends for the inclusion under an assigned business. I move for inclusion under an assigned business, draft resolution number 380, Series 2025, with the title, A Resolution Confirming the Annual Budget for Calendar Year 2026 of Barangay Magugubo Poblacion, Tagum City, amounting to 10,263,179 pesos only. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, duly seconded by Councilor Revita and Ong. There being no objection, resolution number 380 is included under an assigned business.
Another, Madam Chair, as recommended by the Joint Committee Report number 8, through pursuant to Joint Committee Report number 8, Series 2025 by the Committee on Finance and the Committee on Barangay Affairs, I move for inclusion under an assigned business, draft resolution number 381 with the title, A Resolution Confirming the Annual Budget for Calendar Year 2026 of Barangay Magugpo South, Tagum City, amounting to 15,564,751 pesos only. I so move, Madam Chair.
For inclusion, as moved by Councilor Cuquilla, seconded by Councilor Iliot and Rillion, there being no objection. Therefore, resolution number 381 is included under an assigned business.
Another, Madam Chair, I move for inclusion under unsigned business, draft resolution number 382, series 2025, with the title, Resolution Confirming the Annual Budget for Calendar Year 2026 of Barangay Magugpo West, Tagum City, amounting to 26,250,583 pesos only. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Cuquilla, seconded by Councilors Rillion and Revita. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 382 is included under an assigned business.
Another, Madam Chair, as a result of the recommendation made by the Committee on Finance, Budget, and Appropriation, pursuant to Committee Report number 10, Series 2025, I move for inclusion under an assigned business, draft resolution number 383, with the title, a resolution declaring the amount of 12,850,340 pesos and 95 centavos only, a savings from various items as covered by the Statement of Funding Sources, duly certified by the City Budget Officer, City Treasurer, and City Accountant. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Cuquilla, seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 383 is included under an assigned business.
Another, Madam Chair, I move for inclusion under an assigned business, Appropriation Ordinance number 6, Series of 2025, with the title, an ordinance appropriating the amount of 12,850,340 pesos and 95 over 100 centavos or 95 centavos only to defray payment of expenditures embodied in supplemental budget number 5 under the general fund for calendar year 2025. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Cuquilla, seconded by Councilors Revita and Rillion. There being no objection, therefore, Appropriation Ordinance number 6 is included under an assigned business. Some more inclusions? Yes, Councilor Rillion is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Madam Presiding Officer, I would like to ask the Secretary to the Sangguniang for the resolution number.
That's resolution 384, Madam.
Thank you. 384? Yes. Okay, thank you. Madam Presiding Officer, I move for the inclusion of Resolution number 384 series of 2025, a resolution confirming supplemental budget number 2 for calendar year 2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum amounting to 109,775 pesos and 80 centavos under an assigned business.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Revita and Kaasi. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 384 is included under an assigned business. Yes, Councilor Rubinos.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Amendments for inclusion under unassigned business. Resolution number 385. A resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 3 series of 2025 of the Sangguniang Barangay of Busaon, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval. I move for its inclusion, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubino, seconded by Councilor Kaasi and Rillion and also Ong. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 385 is included under an assigned business. Yes, Councilor Kaasi.
Thank you, Madam Chair. For inclusion under an assigned business, draft resolution number 386, series of 2025, entitled Resolution Adopting the Local Nutrition Action Plan, or LNAP, of Tagum City for calendar years 2026 to 2028. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Revita and Ong. There being no objection, therefore resolution number
386 is included under an assigned business. Proceed.
Another, Madam Chair, for inclusion under an assigned business. Resolution number 387, a resolution entitled a resolution authorizing the City Mayor Honorable Ray T. Uy to sign and accept on behalf of the City Government of Tagum the extrajudicial settlement of estate with absolute deed of donation from Herminia Q. VDA de Sansano et al. For a road right-of-way located in Barangay Mangkilam, Tagum City, Davao del Norte. I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilors Rillion and Revita. There being no objection, therefore, resolution number 387 is included under an assigned business. Councilor Revita is recognized.
For inclusion under an assigned business, resolution number 232 series of 2025, a resolution congratulating Ms. Marisol D. Sipares of Purok Buli, Bisayan Village, Tagum City, for being awarded as the 2024 Regional Outstanding Barangay Nutrition Scholar. I so move, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Revita, seconded by Councilors Kaasi and Catayas. There being no objection, therefore, resolution number 232 is included under an assigned business. Some more inclusions? Yes, Councilor Wakan.
Madam Presiding Officer, for inclusion is draft resolution number 388, a resolution authorizing the City Mayor, Honorable Ray T. Uy, to sign the Memorandum of Agreement between the City Government of Tagum and the Department of Science and Technology, Regional Office 11, DOST 11, for the implementation of the Smart and Sustainable Communities Program, establishment of the Tagum Hub for Research, Innovation, Ventures, and Entrepreneurship.
Moved by Councilor Wakan, seconded by Councilors Kaasi, Coquilla, and Leon. There being no objection, therefore resolution number 388 is included under an assigned business. Some more inclusions? So back to the main motion as amended 12 times. Is there any objection? There being none, therefore the calendar of business as amended 12 times is hereby adopted. Let us now proceed to the first item.
Madam Chair, the first item under an assigned business is Resolution 379, a resolution confirming the annual budget for calendar year 2026 of Barangay Nueva Fersa, Tagum City, amounting to 6,741,000 pesos only.
Councilor Coquilla.
Madam Chair, so we observe, Madam Chair, that resolution number 379, 380, 380, 381, and 382 are of similar in nature. These are all resolution confirming the annual budget of the 4 barangays. I move, Madam Chair, for an omnibus motion to dispense the reading of full text of the draft resolution number 379, 3780, 3781, and 3782. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Kaasi, and Wakan. There being no objection, therefore the reading of the full text of these 4 resolutions are dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for approval for second reading. Draft resolution number 379, 380, 381, and 382 respectively. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Rillion, Kaasi, and Revita. Is there any discussion?
Just a brief discussion, Madam Chair, so that this would be recorded in our minutes on the result of the the submission of document of Nueva Persa, where the committee recommended as a part of their conditional recommendation, is to submit to the committee their status of balances or the fund utilization report. And again, Madam Chair, on record for Barangay Nueva Persa, that there are items which until now they haven't implemented yet, for specifically under Educational Assistance Program, GAD donations amounting to 169,258 and 80 centavos. No movement of the fund was implemented from January up to November 30, 2025. Another concern, Madam Chair, is on the construction of footbridge at Purok 1, Phase 1, amounting to 100,000. Still, the barangay is reminded to implement the project because this was budgeted for the year 2025, and from January up to November 30, they haven't yet started the project worth 100,000. Another, Madam Chair, is on rehabilitation of vegetable nursery at barangay site. The budget is 80,000 and until now not being implemented. And finally, for the rescue vehicle, the allocated amount of 150,000, and yet until now there was no bidding whatsoever and no movement of the funds amounting to 150,000. Again, we would like to again request the appropriate offices of the city to facilitate for encouraging barangays to implement the project programs, and activities for the year 2025, so that support for the barangay will be provided to the beneficiaries. That's for the case of Barangay Nueva Persa. For Barangay Magugpo Poblacion, they have already submitted their fund utilization report, and again, they provided us with the documents which was transmitted last December 9, 2025, addressed to the Secretary to the Sangguniang regarding the documents requested by the committee. And on record, Madam Chair, there are also items which were not implemented by the Barangay Magugpo Poblacion. To state, Madam Presiding Officer, for donations to Purok, until now, there's still 17,000, have 131,140. For health and sanitation program, they still have 114,900,000 pesos, 114,900. And for solid waste management, they still have 68,500. And again, Madam Chair, this redown to the performance level of the Punong Barangay and the Barangay Council. Specifically, again, Madam Chair, on the mental health program, they appropriated 30,000. Until now, there was no movement as to the amount, meaning to say, Madam Chair, that there were no actions taken by the barangay. And for the rehabilitation of street lights, they budgeted 50,000 pesos. Until now, there was no movement as to that particular item. And also for agricultural productivity program, no actions taken. Rehabilitation of local roads, they budgeted 50,000. Until now, there was no movement as to the fund. For construction of information and reading center, amounting 100,000. Until now, there's still budget of 100,000. And so, with the maintenance of Child Development Center, Barangay Health Center, the drugs and medicine expense, for rehabilitation of Barangay Gym at Purok Orchids, still the budget is intact. No movement whatsoever. So we need to follow up. And so with the construction of pathways of Purok Orchids, still the budget is 200,000. And for construction of kitchen of health center amounting to 17,000, still there was no action taken by the barangay, and so with the electrification of maintenance program. So with this, Madam Chair, in order for the barangay to be compliant with the SGLG, execution of budgets must be at pace with the months elapsed for the particular year. Again, Madam Chair, insofar as 2026 budget, all the presentations Magugbo Poblasyon was in order. And for the case of Barangay Magugpo South, no less than the Punong Barangay, the newly appointed Punong Barangay, in lieu of the late Kapitan Pagdilaw, presented and deliberated their budget. They finally presented to the city, specifically on their budget for the roads, where they committed that the amount intended for the roads will be purchased for the cement, and labor, materials, equipment utilization will be taken care of by the city. For the case of Barangay Magugpo West, presentation of budget was in order, and all items for the fund utilizations report were properly reported. So these are the notations and some of the items being discovered by the committee. So we hope that appropriate office of the city will again remind barangay concern for the full utilization of their budget for the current year 2025. So that for the 2026, a new budget will be implemented, and they will be again reminded on the proper execution of their budget. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, so thank you very much, Councilor Coquilla. Proceed to the amendments.
Amendments, Madam Chair, that all resolutions number 379, 3780, 81, and 82 be subject to form and style as moved.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, duly seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, these four resolutions shall be subject to form and style.
I move, Madam Chair, that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod physically present be co-proponent of these resolutions number 379, 3780, 81, and 82 respectively.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, duly seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
I move finally, Madam Chair, as recommended by the committee, that this be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Eliot and Revita, and also Rillion. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Eliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Councilor Kaasi. Madam President, all members present are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore resolution numbers 379, 380, 381, and 382 are all approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 383, a resolution declaring the amount of 12,850,340 pesos and 95 centavos only as savings from various items as covered by the statement of funding sources duly certified by the city budget officer, city treasurer, and city accountant.
Councilor Coquilla is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. On behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance, as Chairperson Committee on Finance, allow me to present this resolution number 383 series 2025 with the title as presented by the Secretary, and considering that all members of this hall have already copy of this resolution number 383, and with assumption that they have already read the content of which, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, duly seconded by Councilor Revita and Rillion. Those, since there is no objection, therefore the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for approval for second reading, draft resolution number 383, series 2025. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Dr. Eric Perez. Is there any discussion?
Just a brief presentation, Madam Chair, that the sources of funds are the following. For the salary lapses from October 2025 under the Executive Department, there was a savings amounting to 792,840 and 95 centavos. Under the maintenance and other operating expenses, MOA, there's a consolidated savings amounting to 11,420,000 pesos. And under the locally funded projects, there was a savings of 637,500 pesos, and this was duly executed under oath in front of Attorney Kent Christopher A. Dagook with document number 147, page 30, block 4, book number 4, series 2025, that all these items were savings from the budget of 2025 of the city government of Tagum, and it was again finally reviewed and evaluated by the committee and by the budget office that we have this amount 12,850,340 and 95 centavos for appropriation to be covered by appropriation ordinance number 6 series of 2025. Just for information, Madam Chair.
Okay, so thank you for that, Councilor Coquilla. Proceed.
I move, Madam Chair, for as matter of amendment that all the stipulations set forth under this draft resolution number 383, series 2025 is subjected to form and style. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Caasi, Rillion, and Revita. There being no objection, therefore, resolution number 383 shall be subject to form and style.
I move, Madam Chair, that all members of this 10th Sangguniang Panglungsod physically present be co-proponent of this resolution.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Rillion and Revita. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
I move, Madam Chair, and finally, that this draft resolution number 383, series 2025 be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla that this be approved and second and final reading, seconded by Councilors Rillion and Revita and also Ong. So those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Caasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members present are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore resolution number 383 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is appropriation ordinance number 6, an ordinance appropriating the amount of 12,850,340 pesos and 95 centavos only to defray payment of expenditures embodied in supplemental budget number 4 under the general fund for calendar year 2025.
Councilor Coquilla.
Again, Madam Chair, on behalf of the members of the Committee on Finance, and I'd like to present this appropriation ordinance number 6, series 2025, with the title as presented by the Secretary. And considering that all members have already received a copy of this appropriation ordinance number 6, and assume that they have already read the full text of this or content of this, I therefore move to dispense the reading of its full text.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Dr. Eric Perez. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move, Madam Chair, for approval for second reading, draft appropriation ordinance number 6, series 2025. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Dr. Eric Perez. Is there any discussion?
Again, Madam Chair, just to present some details on the statement of supplemental appropriation. And majority of the appropriation, Madam Chair, is intended for the collective negotiation agreements in a incentive as governed by the guidelines on the guidelines. Again, the amount is intended to give benefits to the elective, permanent, and coterminous and casual employees. The total number for elective personnel or officers of the local government is 15. Permanent, we have a number of 472 employees under permanent status. We have also 73 personnel under coterminous status. And for casual, we have the LGU has 582 personnel, total of 1,142. If we have to provide and give incentive to these productive workers of the city of 10,000 pesos, the total is that will jive on the amount stipulated in our appropriation, which is 11,420,000 pesos. On top of this, Madam Chair, there will be succeeding appropriation ordinance to be provided by other members of the local government to be deliberated by the committee, Madam Chair, and we will just be awaiting for the notice for the local finance committee to convene. Again, there would be a budget is local government amounting to maximum of 12,000 pesos for all job orders and other beneficiaries of this support from the city government. That would be pending upon the discussion and deliberation of the local finance committee, maybe tomorrow. Again, Madam Chair, all these budgets were duly scrutinized by the members of the Sangguniang, specifically on the legality of providing collective negotiation agreement incentives. So, again, Madam Chair, a sort of saying thank you to the 1,142, Mayor Uy, together with the members of the Sangguniang, is providing their support for their financial support in a form of incentive to these employees. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, so thank you very much, Councilor Coquilla. Proceed, Councilor Coquilla.
And on the title, Madam Chair, to change supplemental budget number 4 to 5, I so move, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilor Kaasi. There being no objection, therefore, the title shall be changed as supplemental budget number 5.
This is a topographical error, Madam Chair.
Yes, Councilor Coquilla.
And I move, Madam Chair, that all the stipulations under draft ordinance, appropriation ordinance number 6, series 2025, will be subjected to form and style. I so move.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla that all the typographical errors in this appropriation ordinance be subject to form and style, seconded by Councilor Rillion. There being no objection, therefore appropriation ordinance number 6 as to typographical errors shall be subject of appropriation ordinance number 6.
And finally, Madam Chair, in order to give expedite for the execution and or processing for the giving of the incentive, I therefore move that this be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Coquilla, seconded by Councilors Revita and Rillion. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Ala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members present are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore appropriation ordinance number 6 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 384, a resolution confirming supplemental budget number 2 for calendar year 2025 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum, amounting to 109,775 pesos and 80 centavos.
Our SK Federation President, Councilor Roan Rillion, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. I move to dispense the reading of Resolution number 384 series of 2025.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Aala. Is there any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer. Last December 10, 2025, at 10 a.m., we conducted the joint committee hearing at the SP Session Hall, and the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum was duly represented by its SK Chairperson, Honorable Allen B. Mongke, wherein he explained the contents of the supplemental budget of their Sangguniang Kabataan. With this, allow me to read the findings and observations. The SK supplemental budget of Barangay Madaum amounting to 109,775 pesos and 80 centavos was presented and deliberated thoroughly by the invited SK official for budget confirmation of the committee concerned. And in the course of the final budget review, Ms. Ruena J. Breeze, the City Budget Officer 3, confirmed that the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Madaum submitted the revised and/or compliant SK supplemental budget that conforms to the provisions of RA 11768 and other applicable accounting, auditing rules, and regulations.
Proceed to the amendment.
Madam Presiding Officer, I move that all members physically present be co-proponents of the said measure.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Kaasi, Catayas, and Aala. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
Madam Chair, it was recommended during the joint committee hearing that this measure be approved for second and final reading.
Moved by Councilor Rillion, seconded by Councilor Aala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor.
Aala, those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor Kaasi, Councilor Coquilla, Councilor Ong, Councilor Lemos, Councilor Wakan, and Councilor Rillion. Madam President, all members present are in favor.
All members present being in favor, therefore resolution number 384 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next, we have resolution number 385, a resolution confirming appropriation ordinance number 3, series of 2025, of the Sangguniang Barangay of Busaon, Tagum City, operative and effective upon its approval.
Our Liga ng Barangay President, Councilor Rubinos, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Presiding Officer. Since all members were already given a copy of this resolution number 385, I move to dispense with this reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Rillion. There being no objection, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
I move for this approval on second reading, Madam
Moved by
Presiding.
Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Rillion. Is there any discussion?
Discussion, Madam Presiding Officer, that the Office of the City Budget, through Ms. Karen A. Hintiles, CPA, the City Budget Officer, has caused the necessary review and evaluation to their letter and certification stating, among others, that the Barangay Supplemental Budget for calendar year 2025 of Barangay Busaon had complied with the provisions of RA 7160 and other budget circulars. And during the committee meeting last December 10, 2025, the members of the committee recommended the supplemental budget of Barangay Busaon be approved for second and final reading. That's all, Madam Presiding Officer.
Okay, thank you. For that information, proceed. Councilor Rubinos.
Amendments, Madam Presiding Officer, that all members present be co-proponents.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala and Kaasi. There being no objection, therefore all members physically present shall be co-proponents of this resolution.
I move that this be approved for second and final reading, Madam Presiding Officer.
Moved by Councilor Rubinos, seconded by Councilor Aala. Those who are in favor, please raise your right hand.
In favor, Councilor Perez, Councilor Catayas, Councilor Aala, Councilor Rubinos, Councilor Elliot, Councilor Revita, Councilor, all members physically present are in favor.
All members physically present being in favor, therefore, resolution number 385 is approved on second and final reading. Next item.
Next item is resolution number 386, a resolution adopting the Local Nutrition Action Plan or LNAP of Tagum City for calendar years 2026 to 2028.
Councilor
Chair.
Kaasi.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to dispense with the reading of resolution number 386, series of 2025.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, duly seconded by Councilor Aala. There being no objection, therefore, resolution number 386, the reading of its full text is dispensed with.
Its approval on second reading, Madam Chair.
Moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Aala. Is there any discussion?
Just a brief discussion, Madam Chair. This is in relation with the Tagum City's plan framework on the priority on nutrition issues for calendar year 2026 to 2028, which sets the clear targets and provides strategies aligned with national and regional nutrition framework. It includes a detailed implementation plan to guide departments and barangay in delivering coordinated nutrition services. With this, Madam Chair, the target in 2028 is to reduce the low birth weight from 6.4% to 5.1% by 2028. Also, to decrease the stunning among children under 5, lowering overweight. Madam Chair, construction of road. With this also, it was confirmed that the necessary evaluation have already undertaken and the corresponding supporting documents were attached for review and reference with the following. 1. The draft absolute deed of donation. 2. Legal opinion on the transfer of title. 4. Sketch plan of the property. 5. Site pictorials of the document. And before I end my discussion, Madam Chair, I would like to give thanks to the heirs of Herminia Q. Vda de Sansano et al. For donating the said property. That's just all, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you very much, Councilor Kaasi. Please proceed.
For amendments, Madam Chair, I move that on the contracting party, the resolution number 387 shall be reflected. I so move, Madam Chair.
Okay, so moved by Councilor Kaasi, seconded by Councilor Coquilla and Rillion. There being no objection, therefore the resolution number 387 shall be under